Right. What's your name, sir?
James Durkee.
Oh, Mr. Durkee. You look like you have a failure to appear on a criminal trespass. So I am going to order you not to go back to the incident location. You need to show up in justice court on October 27th at 8:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yeah.
All right, and you're released on this. And that's
Okay.
it.
Thank you.
Computer. Yeah. Well, we don't have anything else. It'll take a couple hours. It's fair. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Here, you go that way. Come this way. It's Harbor Hall, right, Vera, from here, right here, Vera. South, the biggest, south, okay. I guess it's, okay. Check.
What's your name, sir?
Sebastian Riosa.
All right, I'm seeing you on a failure to appear in justice court for a domestic violence assault. And it looks like you've got another case with Anna Dennis. So I'm going to appoint Anna Dennis to represent you and hold you on a $500 bond. And your hearing on this one will be October 16th, tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Oh.
Then you have a criminal trespass in the city from January of this year. And if you want to plead guilty, I'll just sentence you the time you've already served, and then you don't have to come back to city court. But you are giving up your right to a trial if you do that. Do you want to plead guilty on that failure to appear in court in the criminal trespass in city court?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you know you're giving up your right to a trial, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to sentence you to time served on that. So now all you have are your justice court cases, okay?
Okay.
All right, and that's it, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good idea.
Here.
Carlos.
Okay. All right, what's your name, sir?
Michael Carvajal.
All right, Mr. Carbajal, first, I am seeing you on a warrant out of Ironwood Justice Court. And I'm going to release you on that one, and you have to be there on October 28th at 9 o'clock, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. But you have many, many cases out of Tucson City Court. So the newest is today, occupying or remaining in a traffic median and drug paraphernalia. And then you've got a bunch of criminal trespasses, shopliftings, solicitations. So I am going to hold you on a $500 bond and appoint the city public defender to represent you. And your next court date will be October 24th at 1:45. And that's it, sir.
Here, we go back to the.
Thank you.
Well.
All right, what's your name, sir?
I saw it.
Okay. You have a new shoplift charge out of jail court. So I am going to release you on that one. Order you not to go back to the incident location, and you need to come to court on that one on October 27th at 8:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. But you have multiple failures here in city court. So on those, I'm gonna hold you on a $250 bond, appoint a city public defender to represent you, don't go back to the incident locations. And your court date will be October 24th at 1:45. And that's it, sir.
Okay, go back up. Timer. I have back up to Lola. Holly.
What's your name?
Juan Manuel Reimer.
All right, let's see, Mr. Reimer, you have a justice court, no, let's see. Yeah, you have a justice, and I guess one's from Sarita and one's from Green Valley. So first I've got the Green Valley one, which is a warrant for domestic violence, threats and intimidation. And got $100 bond on it. So I'm gonna hold you on $100 bond and appoint who to represent you. Robin Ald to represent you. And then you will be seen tomorrow at 8:30, Alma, for Green Valley. Yes, at 8:30. So no acts of domestic violence. Mr. Ald will represent you and you'll be seen tomorrow at 8:30. Then you have a DUI out of Sarita where you have a warrant. And they want you held on a bond also. So I'm gonna hold you on a $250 bond on that one and appoint Brent Cicero to represent you. And then your next court date on that one will be the 21st at 3 p.m. So if you post your bond, make sure you come to court. All right, sir? And that's it.
But
Okay, thanks. What's your name?
Guillermo Rivera.
All right, Mr. Rivera, you have warrant for failure to appear in Sarita on a bunch of domestic violence charges from September 2023. And so it was issued over a year ago. So I'm gonna hold you on a $500 bond and appoint, let's see. Mr. Cicero to represent you, and your next court date will be the 21st at 3 o'clock.
Okay, Your Honor.
Okay.
forget.
All right, what's your name?
Ana Rodriguez.
All right, Ms. Rodriguez, let's see. So you've got two warrants out of justice court, one for shoplifting and another for domestic violence assault. And domestic violence assault is from 2020. So I'm gonna hold you on that one. Oops, wrong case, hold on. And Janet Altschuler will be your attorney and you'll be seen tomorrow at 1 p.m. You have a $500 bond on that one. And then on your second justice court, you will, I'm going to give you a $100 bond on the shoplift in order you not to return to the incident location and set you for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then you've got a South Tucson case, a warrant from 2025. And on that one, I'm going to release you. And you need to come back to court October 28th at 10, but I will let them know you're in custody. So if you're still in there on all of these, then
Here's that.
it's number 9.
That one.
So that one filled in Janet too. Was that a mistake? It's a South Tucson case, so it filled everything in. Yeah, only when it's feels like it, right? It's not. Okay. So on your South Tucson case, they'll see you tomorrow. No, they won't. I'm gonna let you go. So you've got to come to court the 28th at 10 o'clock on the South Tucson case, and I will release you on that one. So, but I will note that you're in custody for the other things. So if you don't show up, you're still in custody, that South Tucson will look for you. Because you have multiple cases in city court, so you're gonna get a bond on those too. Let's see. Today's newest one was a drug paraphernalia. They got criminal damage, disorderly conduct, contributing delinquency of minor, shoplifting, a multitude of cases. So I'm gonna hold you on a $500 bond on that and give you a public defender. And your next court date on all of those will be October 24th at 1:45.
State,
Yep, you're staying.
huh?
Yes.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
Done.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you wanted to switch that. Any other case? Then why did you see him today? Is it, was that the only one he had? Oh, no, I would have said for 10:20 and let him go. He was, yeah, because he should, and it's, yeah, I mean, if he was released today, then. Watch for it. Yes. Well, it should have been- Yeah. Yeah, release him. Yes, please, thank you. All right, I think I did everything on that. All right, what's your name?
Lupita Sumner.
So Ms. Sellner, let's see, you've got warrants out of a warrant out of justice court for shoplifting from 2024. And I will give you one more shot at coming to court on that one. Don't go back to the incident location and come to court on October 27th at 8:30. Or a warrant will issue for your arrest, all right? And then on your city court, let's see, you got a new drug paraphernalia and a criminal damage and a failure to pay attention to a traffic officer. And this is your third shot at this project. So I'm gonna hold you on $100 bond and appoint the public defender, and your next court date will be October 24th at 1:45. And that's it.
You're gonna go back on. That's-
Got a $100 bond.
Go ahead.
What's your name?
David Goen Martinez.
All right, Mr. Martinez, you are charged with domestic violence, failure to comply with a court order. And I'm gonna order you not to have any contact with Mariano Martinez residents. Do you have any guns?
No.
Don't possess any guns, don't commit any acts of domestic violence. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you because I'm going to hold you on a $750 bond. And if you post it, then you need to comply with those conditions of release. Either way, we'll see you October 29th at 1:30 is your next court date. Okay,
So am I being held or?
you're being held up with a $750 bond. If you post that, then you'll be released.
Okay.
All right.
Right, I got it now, sir. So,
Because it's Judge Crinkle. What's your name?
Jeffrey Helvig, HELWIG.
Looks like you've got a 2024 criminal trespass and a 2021 shoplift that you haven't shown up for. So if I release you, you're gonna come take care of these rather than keep getting arrested for them.
Oh, absolutely. I want to pay it. Get done with it, Your Honor.
November 14th, 2 o'clock is when you need to come back to court, okay?
Sounds great. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Your Honor.
All right, what's your name?
Call me David Leon.
All right, let's see. From January 26th, you've got a domestic violence disorderly conduct. And it looks like they picked you up on that one when they picked you up on this one from October 14th, it looks like, which is a domestic violence assault and a domestic violence disorderly conduct. So I am going to order you not to have any contact with Selena Wilson, not return to her residence, commit no acts of domestic violence. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I'm going to set $1,000 bond, and your next court date will be October 29th at 1:30, in or out.
Your Honor, I have work tomorrow. And I couldn't afford that bond. I have a apartment that I have to pay every month. I just got the apartment. I just got the job at Blue Whale Car Wash. I'm a car salesman. I literally left work to go talk to the officers when they had arrested me. The one from last year that they arrested me on was something that they lost in the system for whatever reason.
All right,
And then
well,
they
I'm
came back.
holding you on the bond based on the newer ones, so you can talk to your public defender, but that's the date that I've got for you.
$1,000,
$1,000.
and there's no way you can lower that by any means, just because I couldn't afford that, Your Honor.
Okay,
I mean, I can afford something.
talk to your attorney, okay?
Good.
Great. There.
Oh, it's right here.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What's your name, sir?
I'm a screen.
All right, counsel, you want to waive the reading of the charges?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I think someone is unmuted on the line and their phone is going off.
No.
Uh,
Denisa, did you not get off?
Oh.
Okay, 'cause we don't need her, but, all right. So, and I have to tell you that both the sheriff and I weren't quite sure where the 10 charges came from, but I don't think that's, I mean, I think there's probable cause for charges, so,
Sure.
so I don't think I have anything to do with that, but I did not, neither of us could figure out, except that we thought that maybe it came from another case where there was 10. And he just reused the form. So anyway, the state is asking for a $10,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
Yes. Oh,
It's nothing from the state, Your Honor.
So counsel.
Your Honor. Yes, please. I would like to note that Mr. Green is 82. He is married and retired. I think it's notable that he has no prior convictions. He is a 1 on both scales, and it was confirmed that there are no minors in the home. In fact, the allegations involve images. So given that he is 82, he is a longtime resident with support from his spouse. I would ask that the court consider pretrial services release. I understand that these are serious allegations, but again, at this time, they are allegations and they don't involve people that he has access to, I suppose, is what I should say. So for those reasons, I am asking for pretrial services release or a lower bond than the state's recommendation.
Okay. Yes, but if I release him to pretrial services, I don't want him to have access to the internet. So do you understand that, sir? You're going to have to not have any access to the internet on your phone or on any computers or anything.
yes.
All right, so I will appoint the public defender, release the defendant to pretrial services, so you need to report to them. No use of the internet on phones, computers, or anywhere else. And I will set the preliminary hearing for October 31st at 1 p.m. since it's in Green Valley Justice Court. And that's it.
Call pretrial services tomorrow. Legal hearings this evening. Okay,
So what do we do now?
I'm telling you.
Think 21. Very well, comment attention.
What's your name, sir?
Javier Orantes,
All right, you are charged with possession of a deadly weapon while prohibited possessor, possession of a dangerous drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Council states asking for a $15,000 bond, and I do know he's got a high risk assessment, so.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm just asking the court to consider that he is 55 and a lifelong resident. He is currently unemployed. My understanding is that, one of the allegations is that a firearm was spotted and he does not have his rights restored. I think I just want to emphasize to the court in saying that it wasn't a firearm being used necessarily inappropriately. And I would ask the court to consider pretrial services release. However, I understand that there are pending matters. I think given his current status as unemployed and given the nature of the allegations, I would just ask for a lower bond if pretrial services is not what the court is inclined to do.
Okay. I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Orantes. I will order him not to possess any firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to set $15,000 bond given Mr. Orantes's criminal history and the risk assessment. And I will set the preliminary hearing for October 27th at 1:30. Mr. Orantes also has, let's see, a DUI in justice court. And Caitlin Waters appears to be his attorney. So I'm going to hold him on a $250 bond on that so he can get credit while he's doing that and set that for tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then he also has a misdemeanor domestic violence violation of a court order. So what we do with those, sir, is I order you not to have any contact with your niece, not to return to her residence, no acts of domestic violence. But we're going to set it for a date in December 12th. We'll give you a city public defender. If you want to be seen on it before that date, great. They can ask for that. But otherwise, that way we kind of follow along with you on the felony and see what's happening. And that should be it for Mr. Orantes.
What is the time of the hearing on the 12th?
9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. Oops.
What's your name?
Conrad.
All right, counsel, you want to waive the reading of the rights or the? Okay.
For the charges.
the charges. All right. And the state is asking for $100,000 bond. Did you want to be heard? And I understand he has a no bond hold, correct, through probation.
Yes, Your Honor. The state would just like to point out the fact that this is not new behavior. This is something that he was already on probation for. And the state is extremely concerned with the fact that the defendant does not understand unwanted contact.
All right. And defense?
I just need a moment, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor, I think given the probation hold, we are just asking for a bond. We would ask for something slightly lower than the state's recommendation. Again, given the hold, that's not likely to lift. He is a longtime resident and he maintains employment. So this will obviously set him back in those ways, but he understands the serious nature of the allegations and is looking forward to working with his attorney in resolving the matter. So again, just a bond, given that the probation hold is going to keep him here for some time.
Okay, all right. The allegations are very serious, so I'm gonna go with the state's recommendation of $100,000. Pretrial services have posted, appoint the public defender. Do not go to the incident location, no contact with any of the victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. October 27th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing.
Oh,
So the. Okay, and now, just to get that over there. The stand on. Take a seat on a deck chair on hold.
What's your name, sir?
Patrick Soto.
Counsel, you waiving the reading of the charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the state is asking for a $10,000 bond. Does defense want to be heard?
Your Honor, I apologize. May I be heard?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
I just wanted to point out that there were admissions made by the defendant in this case, and I think that's significantly different than the previous case of an 80-year-old man.
I agree.
So, thank you.
All right, counsel.
Your Honor, I am asking for pretrial services release for similar reasons as the previous case. However, I think that it is significant that the state pointed out that admissions were made. I think that that shows that Mr. Soto was compliant in his arrest, that he was willing to show that he would be compliant with law enforcement. He is 41 years old. He is a longtime resident. He has verified support here. He is employed full-time and he is a 1 on the NCAA and FTA scales with no prior convictions. Again, these are allegations. It does not appear that he has access to any, younger people. I just am asking for pretrial services released.
Okay. I am going to appoint the public defender and I am going to order the defendant not to have any contact with any minors, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to hold him on a $10,000 bond because I do think it is a different set of circumstances. And I will set and release to pretrial if the $10,000 bond is posted October 27th at 1:30 for the preliminary hearing.
And Your Honor, may the state also request a restriction on internet access?
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, sir, if you do post that bond, no internet, you can't use the internet in any way, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Finish. Yeah. Felonies. Same order, put you in, stand up, come to the record, or stay. Go. Huh? You already went in. Go. Let's go, guys. Yeah. Go down, bring it to, all the way back, right? Oh, shit. You said it, though. Where's the? Training. You taking this switch, watching my switch order? 45. Huh? It's different. What is it? I'll go to the. Yeah, if we can move, Augustine to the end.
To the end? Okay. All right, what's your name, sir?
Carlos Castañeda, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see. Mr. Castaneda, I've got a warrant for you out of Superior Court from incidents from May 11th through May 21st. Account of use of wire communication in drug-related transactions, transporting for sale, dangerous drugs, money laundering, conspiracy, and illegally conducting an enterprise. And counsel, it has $100,000 bond on it. And I guess there's two, actually. There's another one from November 20th of 2024 with transporting for sale drugs, money laundering, conspiracy, and illegally conducting an enterprise. And that one's got a $20,000 bond on it. So defense want to be heard?
I didn't know if this date wanted to be heard.
No, Your Honor.
So, Your Honor, I am requesting pretrial services release for multiple reasons. Mr. Castaneda is 25. He's never been previously arrested in these matters. These warrants were issued in August and in September. Allegations that in at least one of the cases are at least a year old. These were direct grand jury warrants. However, he's a lifelong resident. He's been here for 25 years. He's currently employed, and he lives with his mother, and his mother verified her support. He's welcome home, and he has absolutely no prior convictions. I know that in the case numbers that there appear to be multiple defendants. Obviously, one of the allegations is some sort of conspiracy. So it's unclear at this time what involvement, if any, Mr. Castaneda has in these matters. I think this is appropriate for pretrial services release. He can be monitored by the agency. He lives with mom. He has ties to the community. And so I am asking for the court to give him that opportunity, given that he has never been previously arrested in these matters.
Okay, well, I will note that the explanation for the bonds is for the smaller bond, which is they sold over 23 pounds of meth and 10,000 pounds of fentanyl for over $26,000. And then for the $100,000 bond, the defendant has a pending felony and transported and sold over 50 pounds of methamphetamine. So I guess they're talking about the pending felony that he hadn't been arrested for, the 2024 date, but
Correct. Yeah, because I'm arrested in again, just given multiple defendants, I don't know
Okay.
what pertains to his activity.
So on the older case, I am going to appoint the public defender. Possess no firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to hold him on a $10,000 bond. Pretrial services if posted. October 22nd is the arraignment. And then on the, oh wait, wrong person, hold on. On the case from May of this year, I am going to honor the bond in the warrant, which is $100,000. And set that same date of the 22nd at 1:30 for arraignment, appoint the legal defender.
I'm sorry, you're appointing the legal defender.
Yeah, in both, yeah, I'm sorry, in both of them, I'm appointing the legal defender, I apologize. And then release to pretrial if the bonds are posted, and no guns, no alcohol or illegal drugs.
Fox.
Go back out.
All right, what's your name, ma'am?
You should log.
All right, I've got a warrant for you out of Superior Court, shows that you failed to appear at a case management conference on September 26th of this year. And the judge set a $5,000 bond. Counsel, did you want to be heard, either of you?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I didn't have a lot of information. It's usually, this is a little unusual in the sense that typically, I think she'd be seen by the judge, that is presiding in her case, but if I can just have a moment to speak with her, just
Okay.
one moment. Your Honor, I had an opportunity to speak with Mrs. Cox. She is currently homeless, although she has places that she can stay. It appears that she's currently unemployed. However, she indicates to me that she had been keeping in touch with her attorney, who is Patricia Leon or Enriquez. I can't remember if she's with our office. but that in part she had missed her case management conference due to bus scheduling. So we just wanted to share that with the court. We would ask for pretrial services release, but if the court is not inclined to do that, I think given Mrs. Cox's circumstances, we would just ask for a low bond.
Okay. She also has multiple cases in city court with failures to appear, so I'm going to
Okay.
notice that too, but I will appoint the public defender. No alcohol or illegal drugs. I am gonna honor Judge Miller's bond because I try to do that when I know they've really said it and it was a case in front of her. So $5,000 bond, pretrial services have posted, and we have it set for an arraignment on October 22nd. So I will keep it as an arraignment and do that. And then on the cases in city court, Judge Maldonado actually set $1,000 bond. So I will hold you on that and give you back your city public defender. And don't go to any of the incident locations, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And that one will be set for October 24th at 1:45, your city court cases.
Thank you.
Dorothy.
What's your name, sir?
Richard Duarte.
Okay. You've got a warrant out of Superior Court for failure to appear on an initial appearance on an aggravated driving under the influence, and that's back from 2023, and it's got $1,000 bond on it. Counsel, did you want to be heard? I note that he does have a high risk assessment. So,
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, but just briefly, Mr. Duarte is 77. He is a lifelong resident with a verified address. He's retired and a widower. The bond lists a $1,000 amount. However, his priors are quite old. His last one was from 10 years ago. I think given his age, his reason for missing court makes sense. I would ask the court to give Mr. Duarte an opportunity on pretrial services release, and nothing further.
okay. I am going to appoint the the legal defender to represent Mr. Duarte. I'm going to order him not to drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to hold him on $1,000 bond, and pretrial services if posted October 22nd at 1:30 will be the preliminary. Will be the arraignment, I'm sorry. And then Mr. Duarte also has a misdemeanor domestic violence that he didn't appear on in justice court. So I'm going to order him not to commit any acts of domestic violence. And since he's being held, I will hold him on $100 bond on this and appoint Janet Altschuler to represent him. And that will be set for tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
You.
All right. What's your name, sir?
Brandon King Worthman.
All right, you are charged with possession of a narcotic drug for sale, possession of a dangerous drug for sale, and drug paraphernalia. And counsel, the state's asking for a $50,000 bond. Looks like he already has a DOC hold. So,
Given the DOC hold and the fact that he was assessed at a level 2 and it was a non-violent event, I would ask just for a lower bond so that he is already time credit.
okay. Does the state want to be heard? Because I'm inclined to do that.
No, Your Honor.
I am going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Huerta, order him not to possess, consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, no guns, $10,000 bond, pretrial services if posted, October 27th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing. What's your name, sir?
Hey, Alejandro Perez.
All right, you are charged with third-degree burglary and felony criminal damage. And the state's asking for a $10,000 bond. What happened with the case that he was arrested on 10 days ago, counsel? I don't see it even for the under pretrial.
Your Honor, he was arrested on the 5th, and the charges were referred to our office, and I imagine with these charges now pending, they will be brought back.
Okay. All right. So $10,000. Defense, you want to be heard?
Just briefly, Your Honor, he is 38 and a lifelong resident. It appears that he's currently unhoused but does maintain some employment. I would just ask the court to consider his circumstances, and I would ask for a limit.
All right, I am going to appoint the legal advocate's office to represent Mr. Fininzi. I am going to order him not to go back to the incident location, no contact with the victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs, a $5,000 bond, pretrial services if posted. October 27th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, did you say the legal advocate?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So, Sherwood?
What's your name?
Sherwood, Your Honor.
All right, and it looks like Mr. Sherwood is facing a total of 6 counts of aggravated harassment, domestic violence. And from July 26th, September 16th, and September 24th. And defense counsel, the state's asking for a $10,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
Your Honor, I apologize. May I make a record really quick?
Uh-huh.
At the time that I submitted the recommendation, it was unclear that there were 3 different law enforcement numbers. So I did submit subsequent.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And they mirrored the same. It just highlighted the fact that these were 3 different offenses or 3 different dates of offense, and that it continues to be a problem. So the state is just making that record in asking for the $10,000 bond.
Okay. Okay. All right. Defense counsel.
Your Honor, I would note that Mr. Sherwood is 33 and he's low on the NCA and FTA scales. And I mentioned his age because he has no prior convictions. He is a longtime resident and is employed full time. This was assessed at a level 1, or rather, he was assessed at a level 1. And this is nonviolent in the sense that the allegations do not share any sort of injury or anything like that. I also think it's important to note, or my understanding is that a court order or an order of protection was not served to him until July 27th. So at least I believe 4 of the allegations occurred prior to that. I do think that's important to note. So with all of that said, I would ask for pretrial services release for Mr. Sherwood or a low bond, again, given his lack of criminal history.
So it was served January 14th, according to the probable cause statement. There was a modified order, but it was still served on January 14th. But the bottom line is he told law enforcement, according to the probable cause statement, that he intended to continue this behavior. So I find that he's not really into complying with court orders. So I am going to appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Sherwood, order him not to have any kind of contact at all with Ms. Patapano, not to return to her home or work, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, $10,000 bond, pretrial services if posted, and October 27th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing.
Hey.
What's your name, sir?
Sebastian Swink, Your Honor.
All right, you are charged with unlawful use of means of transportation, unlawful flight from law enforcement. The state want to be heard beyond your $5,000 recommendation?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, I'm thinking of releasing Mr. Swink to pretrial services, but the conditions would be no contact with any of your co-defendants, any of those other people that you were with that night, no contact with the victims, no return to the incident location. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office, no alcohol or illegal drugs, report to pretrial services, and come back to court November 4th at 1:30 for the preliminary hearing.
I agree with you, Anna. I think it's a more appropriate release condition. So I would just speak with him if that is all set.
It
Okay, great. Thank you.
Bo.
What's your name, sir?
Good evening, Your Honor. My name is Bo Arturo Tashikin.
All right, we've got a warrant for you, sir, out of California. And council, I think it's got a $25,000 bond on it. Did the state want to be heard or the defense want to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, my understanding is that we just need a review hearing as quickly as possible, for these fugitive warrants.
Yeah. I will hold him on a $25,000 bond and appoint the legal defender's office, and the review hearing is October 20th at 2:30.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well,
All right, what's your name, sir?
My name is Tyrell John Welch,
All right,
Your Honor.
charged with fraudulent schemes and artifices, unlawful possession of what? I didn't notice that. I'm not sure that that was really a charge. Oh, I guess it's all one charge, unlawful possession, use or alteration of a retail receipt. And the state's asking for a $25,000 bond, and it looks like Mr. Welch might be on probation out of Tempe is what I'm trying to see, but he doesn't have a hold. Is that what you see, defense?
Yes, that is what I see, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, so do you want to be heard?
I would like, or I would ask the court for pretrial services release, given this was a non-violent event. He's 59 and he's been here for a couple of years. He's also employed, which pretrial services was able to verify with his mother. He lives with her, so she can certainly take custody of him and bring him to future hearings. I would like to see him succeed in any other matters he has pending. So given that there is no hold, I would ask for pretrial services release.
Okay. And no arrests for this kind of thing in the past. It doesn't appear. Okay. I will appoint the public defender, order the defendant not to go back to the incident location, any Home Depots, and no contact with the victims, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to release Mr. Welch to pretrial services and set his court date for the 4th of November at 1:30 for a preliminary hearing. Also, I'm going to direct him to contact his probation officer within 24 hours of release.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
So,
Go. Hello.
What's your name, sir?
Hi.
What's your name?
That's what it's.
Birth date 7/17/76.
Okay, you are charged with possession or use of a dangerous drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. And my understanding is the state is asking for a $5,000 bond in lieu of a no bond hold. Is that right, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, and also they are offering Mr. White, you may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug charges in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in that, sir?
Your Honor, I'm interested in treatment in any way, shape, or form. I've
Okay.
been asking for it from.
All right. So, counsel, how do you feel about the $5,000 bond?
I was gonna ask for a low bond, not necessarily because he has a probation hold was my understanding.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yes, that's the hold. I don't,
Okay, well, you know what I say about these no bond cases, that if you guys agree to a bond in lieu of a no bond, then I will do it. But if you don't agree to it, then I feel like I have to hold him without a bond. So state wants 5,000. Will you agree to that? So I don't have to hold him without a bond, counsel?
sure, that's fine.
Okay, so $5,000 bond. Step hearing will be October 22nd at 9. Preliminary hearing will be October 27th at 1:30. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and release to pretrial services if the bond is posted, and appoint the public defender if I didn't say that.
Okay, thank you. You're all set.
Okay, so but yeah.
69. Here.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Eli Joshua Augustine.
All right, you are charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault
I just stood my ground. I didn't.
and counsel, the state's asking for a $25,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, I would like to be heard.
Okay.
I just want to note that Mr. Augustine just has one prior from 2013. It's been 10 years since that sentence has ended. He has been out of trouble since. I want to note that the interim complaint cites the correct statute in citing that the assault may have been on hospital staff. However, a defense is that it might be mental health related. So I am just asking the court to consider that. Otherwise, he is a level 2. So if the court's not inclined to release him this evening, I would just ask for a low bond given those facts.
Does he have anywhere to live?
No.
Okay, hold on. So, Your Honor, he is unhoused and he is not employed. So again, if the court's not inclined to release him based on those facts, we would just ask for a low bond given his indigency.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about releasing him, but I'm worried about Mr. Augustine's mental health and the fact that he has nowhere to live. So what I'm going to do is appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Augustine, no return to the incident location, no contact with the victims, and then $1,000 bond released to pretrial if posted, and I will set it for October 27th at 1:30 for the preliminary hearing. And then it appears they also cited Mr. Augustine with disorderly conduct for the same incident. So on those cases, I will appoint
What's the disorderly conduct for?
I can talk to
the same thing, basically. I'm going to appoint Mr. Waters to represent you. And set it for it's in Oro Valley, so I will set it for the 22nd at 10:30 for a hearing. Oops, I got the wrong lawyer. Hold on a sec. I think it's Janet Altschuler. Yeah, I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you in Oro Valley. And that will be on the 22nd. And I'm just going to set a $100 bond just because you get credit while you're in there for both of them that way. Oh, you're right. I was thinking of Marana. It's Richard, who? Richard Glenn. All right, wrong attorney. Richard Glenn is gonna who be the attorney then. Thank you for catching that. But it will still be October 22nd at 10:30. And I will show that those are related felonies. And that should be it for Mr. Augustine. Thank you, guys. Good night.